Hi everyone. Well, it's August and we begin a new journey into the book of Proverbs, and we're starting today with chapter 1. Chapter 1 gives us an important insight into the whole collection of Proverbs when it says in verse 7, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, and fools despise wisdom." The two words used here, knowledge and wisdom, are obviously interlinked. However, it's important to say that knowledge in itself is not wisdom. I've known some, and I'm sure you have, some very knowledgeable people who don't always display a lot of wisdom. Wisdom based on knowledge and experience is the focus of Proverbs. Practical advice, if you like, on how we should live a productive, obedient life which is pleasing to God. The wise ones are described as those who have a teachable spirit, having a reverential respect for God, and who endeavour to live according to his commands. The foolish ones are those who choose their own self-confident way and refuse wise counsel and ignore the voice of God. Since wisdom is such an important factor in Proverbs, it may be useful to look at a definition of the word. The Cambridge Dictionary describes it like this: the ability to use knowledge and experience to make good decisions and judgments. Now, you may remember from the book of Chronicles how the writer himself, Solomon, gains such wisdom. So I want to read to you from the first chapter of the second book of Chronicles, from verse 7. This is how Solomon achieves his wisdom. On that night, God appeared to Solomon and said to him, "Ask, what shall I give you?" And Solomon said to God, "You've shown great mercy to David my father, and have made me king in this place. Now, O Lord, let your promise to David my father be established. For you have made me king over a people like the dust of the earth in multitude. Now give me wisdom and knowledge, that I may go out and come in before this people. For who can judge this great people of yours?" Then God said to Solomon, "Because this was in your heart, and you've not asked for riches or wealth or honour or the life of your enemies, nor have you asked long life, but have asked wisdom and knowledge for yourself, that you may judge my people over whom I have made you king. Wisdom and knowledge are granted to you." I'm sure we've all made some foolish decisions and wise decisions in our lives as we look back with hindsight. Many of the decisions I've made, I wish I hadn't, and I'm sure you can say the same. So wisdom is very, very important in the Christian life. In Proverbs 4 and verse 7, Solomon says, "Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding." Again in Proverbs 8 and verse 11, he says, "Wisdom is better than rubies. In all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it." Now, here in the first chapter, we see the importance of a teachable spirit. Young people are being encouraged to learn and to take counsel and instruction from their elders. There's a warning about the dangers of being unwise and being lured by sinful men down a dangerous pathway with its terrible consequences. "Cast your lot among us," they cry in verse 14. Isn't it strange how people walking a worldly way, people walking a godless way, are only too pleased when others join them? They somehow think there is safety in numbers, I guess. But in verse 33 it says, "Whoever listens to me will dwell safely and will be secure without fear of evil." Now there's a good way to end the chapter this morning. A promise to those who choose wisdom. Those of us who are wise enough to love God, walk in his way and listen to his voice, have a great promise of a life of security without the fear of evil. And as we go about our day to day, I pray that all the decisions we make will be wise ones. Enjoy the chapter and have a great day.